grind like we're chasing the stars. From Millmore to Dew Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie and Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all.
Thoughts on the game? Rotherham 1, Exeter 0. We made it hard for ourselves in the end. Win's a win, obviously. However, we should have been 3 up by half time. Do you know what? I am celebrating a win. I'm having a pint of Kronenberg, happy days, but injuries again. Tete, feeling the back of his leg, went off. He was playing well until that point. He had to come off, and then Denzel Hall scores an absolutely fantastic goal, and then bang, that feels his back of his leg again. Done. Coletta, unbelievable. Then goes down. I'm thinking that's maybe just cramp. So I think we've lost two of our main players. One would imagine for about 6 weeks now. To the game itself, I said on the pod the other day that I was a bit underwhelmed with the signing of Tom Holmes on loan. I take everything back. I thought he was an absolute colossus. It was absolutely fantastic. What else? Dangor will not have him in January. He will get recalled by Manchester United and sent out on loan to a championship club. He is absolutely, he is incredible. He must be looking at the players around him thinking, what am I doing here? Unreal. Sean McWilliams again, unreal. I think I can't say anybody in that team had a bad game today at all. I was fearful at the end where we made the triple substitutions. I get that Coletta came off. Once again, hopefully that's just cramp. But I would have left Sean McWilliams on because he was winning everything. Shout out to Jordan Hugel as well. I think put a really good shift in. Never gets benefit of the doubt from referees ever. He just always gets ragged about like a rag doll and never gets any decision at all. All in all, a win's a win. It should have been 3 or 4. Exeter were absolutely shocking. But I will say, as they say, green shoots, positive signs. Positive signs. And once again, I'm happy to be proven wrong about everything that I've certainly said. I'm happy to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong. And today was maybe the first step of proving me wrong. We made it hard for ourselves at the end. Exeter absolutely nothing. I'd be amazed if they stay up. Absolute garbage. They didn't even really put anything on us at the end, to be honest with you. So I can't fault any player that played for Rotherham today. But I think a slightly better quality team would have absolutely punished us in the end. But I want to say a big shout out to Tom Holmes and Rotherham fans. Up the Millers.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. This is David Vesley of Des reporting from the New York Stadium. You can see the grounds behind me. Reporting on Rotherham United 1, Exeter City 0. First of all, a win is a win, and that shoots us up the table, which is superb. Secondly, Exeter, I'm afraid they were really poor. I can see them, going down possibly, or being near the bottom anyway. So they weren't great at all. But Rotherham, good, decent performance, deserved to win, and you got your 3 points. Man of match, as the sponsors named it, Tom Holmes, he was superb. He looks like a great signing. Donated defensively. Not only donate, but his distribution from defence was excellent. In the first half, I noticed that he played the ball into midfield or played the ball into the striker, played it inside a couple of times. Like a full could go out wide and he'd play it inside. He was superb. One of the best debuts I've probably ever seen, to be fair to him. So that's a good positive signing, or it looks like a good signing. The goal, so it's actually a well worked goal and a great finish by Hall, volleying to the top of the roof of the net. I suppose the concerns are, again, two more injuries. Tete went off injured, and someone else, I think, I can't remember, but we had two injuries again today. I'm not really sure what's happening with injuries, but it's not looking good in terms of injuries. I mean, team have got Hugo, but at least Hugo is fit every game and plays every game. So all those fans who dislike Hugo, at least he plays every game. Cody came on today and didn't really get involved in game for me. Dango, I thought Dango was excellent. He's so clever, and I noticed I'd say that Dango played a bit more deeper. He kept picking the ball up deeper. And I thought he had a good game, Dango, today. And then the last one I was going to say is defensively. In the last couple of minutes, I did notice that Kelly, they literally should have scored, and Kelly, to be fair to him, defended it really well. It was a great block. So, team-wise, I thought they were good. So, again, end of the day, win's a win. They've won 1-0. They were really poor, but you can only beat what's in front of you. So I think that's probably it from me. A good 1-0 win. And on to the next game, which is Wimbledon away. Up those Millers. See you later.
So lads, a Rotherham United victory, and are we going to be getting the told you Matt Amshaw's for the job brigade out tonight? But what I will tell you, we have played the worst team in this league by a country mile today. Exeter were absolute honking. And we weren't much better, especially second half. There's more questions than answers to come from this performance. Matt Amshaw, again, tactically, is a liability. The decisions he's made in pre-season with this Ross Berkeley, but whatever he's called, sacked from Huddersfield. Derby couldn't wait to get rid of him, out of the door. The guy is an absolute clown. He just runs players to death, and we're picking up injury after injury after injury, and that's why Huddersfield ended up sacking him. And for me, if I'm the owner of that football club, tomorrow I'm there with his P45, because this bloke can't continue to kill these football players, the young lads as well. Some could be detrimental to the career if he's going to keep with them. Positives from the game, we won. I think if we'd have had Sean Raggett playing, we'd have probably lost that or drawn that 1-1 or lost 2-1. Luckily Exeter were poor, but I think Holmes was the big positive for me. I thought he was colossal. I thought Jules played well as well. I thought Hugo held the line well. I mean, some of the balls into the box from Powell today, absolute embarrassment. If that's service, God knows what's going on. And again, Hamshaw's pre-season, and I mean, the guy's had signed 13 players. You name any other manager that gets signed 13 players. He picks the old manager's player as captain, Rafferty. He then drops him, and then his second captain is again not one of his signings, one of Evans' signings in Joe Powell, who his balls today were just terrible. So I mean, you signed 13 players, and we've still got Dawson as number one, which wasn't his signing. We've still got Hugo leading the line each week. And in fairness to Hugo, he's the only one that can stay fit, because the rest of them are metaplasticine. We've got Rafferty as captain, and we've got Powell, who's looking like he's vice captain now. None of his signings. So we're all saying he's signed some good players, but none good enough to be captain, and that's because he's signed all kids. I think Amshaw can only sign kids because he don't like managing real pros that'll tell him he's out of his depth. But yeah, it's a 1-0 victory. But for me, it just solidifies why Matt Amshaw shouldn't be the manager of this football club. I just feel he is absolutely clueless. A good Rotherham side today, managed right, tactics spot on, wins that game 5-6. Exeter were absolutely honking. And we're lucky that obviously we played Exeter today, because anybody else would have probably beat us. The injuries are concerning. Don't know how serious they are, but obviously my first thing is that they get this Ross in first thing Monday, give him his P45. Thank you very much, but we're not going to have any more of this nonsense. Don't know what your thoughts, obviously, of the game. Does anybody disagree with me? Probably do, but obviously that's what football is about. It's about opinions. Drop your opinions in the comments and we can have some banter.
Like we're chasing the stars. From Millmore to Dew Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie and Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all.